Hi, we're here with Shay Cooney from Western Australia. Hi, Shay. I'm doing just fine.
I should say g'day, shouldn't I? G'day from Western Australia.
G'day, mate, yeah.
Shrimp
That's
on
the
the
way.
Barbie and all that stuff.
Shrimp, no prawns on the Barbie, prawns.
So we're here talking about location and how important saving that principle of place, point of origin, et cetera. How does Australia feel about that?
Well, Australia took the lead, I guess, 10 or 12 years ago and signed an agreement with the EU to phase out the use of all generic or semi-generic terms. So we were horrible in the past. We would use terms such as white Burgundy, red Burgundy, champagne across the board, but in time we've phased those out of use.
Western Australia in its own right is a very, very small region. We produce just 3.5% of all of Australia's wine, but we produce somewhere between 20 and 25% of the premium wine. So having label integrity and having regionality and having authenticity in our labelling gives us a point of difference when we try to take our wines to the global market.
Tokaj was determined as a wine region in 1737 by a royal decree, and we make a very wide range of white wines from local varieties like Fourmint and Hashlevelu. And the most prestigious and the most well-known wine is called Tokaj Yasu, which is a unique wine, which is made of no burette-affected, one-by-one picked grapes, which is then macerated, soaked into wine or in must. And the result is an extremely fresh, lively, well-balanced sweet wine.
During the history, it was always imitated, and there was some Tokaj, some wine sold under the Tokaj label in France, in Italy, in Russia, and it's still a problem in some of our markets, especially in Russia and Ukraine. Very often these wines have a very poor quality, and the price is much cheaper than our wines, and we cannot sell our wines on these markets because these wines dominate our markets. Here we have two great vintages, 99 and 2000. 99 is a very classic Tokaj vintage with a lot of acidity, a lot of freshness, very good finish, very focused wines. 2000 is very aromatic. It was a hot vintage, a dry vintage, gave a great aromatic complexity.
Wine regions from Australia, from America, from Europe join in and agreeing on one important issue, and that's we have to protect the consumers, we have to tell the truth to the consumers, and of course we have to protect our respective appellation.
Only 1 out of 4 bottles of sherry being sold in this country are real sherry. Only
smokes.
1 out of 4. So it's not strange that for normal consumers, sherry, the word sherry doesn't portray that image, that reputation that by itself should have. Because I think we all agree real sherries are incredible wines, very special wines in which it's not only terroir, it's not just the climate, not just the soil, it's also the tradition of almost 3,000 years of winemaking, all condensed in our bottles.
Paso Robles is an appellation that is midway between San Francisco and Los Angeles, and just 25 miles in from the Pacific Ocean. And we are currently the fastest growing wine appellation in California. So we very much are concerned about place and the importance of place. And to give you a specific example, we are currently working to divide our appellation, which is 1,000 square miles, into 11 separate sub-appellations.
And within those 1,000 square miles, we have areas that get as much as 45 inches of rain and other areas that get as little as 8 inches of rain. We have warm areas and cool areas, chalky soils and very clayey soils. So to be able to give the consumer a better understanding of our area, we're taking a look at the overall appellation using science as our basis and dividing it into 11 sub-appellations.
The wine into the bottle have to reflect the origin of the grapes. And I am the president of the Consortium of Chianti Classico. We represent 98% of the producer of the region. We are situated between Siena and Florence, and the total surface is more or less 7,000 hectares. In this situation, we worked overall with the Sangiovese. Sangiovese is very particular and old grapes, and give us the possibility to produce the very original wine.
It is with a genuine respect for each other's extraordinary and unique places that we welcome right now the 6 new additions to our group and invite them to sign the joint declaration.
And I should note for those in the room, Victoria is signing virtually. They are not in the room, but they are joining the group as of today. How many round of applause for that?
À votre santé. It's a great day today. There are lots of wonderful wines everywhere, lots of wonderful sparkling wines everywhere too, around the world. But only champagne comes from Champagne. And today we are having the right stuff in the glass from a company that also produces a very nice sparkling wine in California, but they don't call it champagne. So I did not choose the wine, so it's purely by coincidence. Voilà. So,
right.
À votre santé à tous, and to the success of this declaration. Cheers.
Hi, we're here with Congressman Mike Thompson. Mike? If I may call you Mike.
You may call me Mike.
Or I may call you Congressman, either one.
Whatever works.
We're here at the
everything.
Okay, we're here at the Joint Declaration to protect wine in place. So is this all about location, location, location?
Oh, very much so. Each location, as you know, where premium wine is made and premium grapes are grown is important. And each one of those locations brings something different to the picnic, if I can. And it's important that they're protected. We've seen some just egregious behavior. We've seen in Beijing, China, where they're making a wine that doesn't come close to any of the great wines we're drinking today, and labeling it in Chinese as the Napa Valley. And that's very inappropriate. Consumers should be able to pick up a bottle of wine, and they should be able to know by reading what's on the label where that wine is produced. And that's all that we're asking for.
Are you a wine geek? Are you do you have a cellar or?
I have a cellar.
You have a cellar?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What do you drink?
I drink wine from California's 1st Congressional District.
Oh, that was a good answer.
Very good answer.
You have a cellar?
Yes.
What do you drink?
Napa Cap.